Hello and welcome back to the 2025 Keeper of the Chains. This time we're at LW Clapp Park. On commentary here, it's Chris Denderant, owner of Ducks Flying Discs, and Mike Junod. This facility was a partnership with Ducks Flying Discs and the city of Wichita. Started a few years back, and it's really grown into something great. The Keeper of the Chains itself has been hosted here for several years now. Today we're going to be going over Clapp West.
This is the more scoreable course. You come to Clapp, you play west to score, you play east to play tournament golf.
Tournament directors are Chris Denderant, owner of Ducks Flying Discs, Christina Hickey, she's the tournament director at Clapp, and Oak Tyson Jones. Just outside the pro shop here at Ducks, we're going to introduce our players here, starting off with Elijah Bickel. He's from Peru, Indiana, shooting -9 in the first round. What a round.
Yeah, really, really hot. I'm excited to see him play. I've never seen him before. We got Jonathan Fletcher, one of my favorite dudes, Prodigy sponsor. He's out of Nebraska. Let's see what he can do out here.
Jordan Shafer, local super nice guy, plays out of Hutchinson, Kansas, comes with the -7 on this first round.
Bruce Esquivel, another awesome dude coming from California, originally from Emporia. Let's see what he can do. How did Cali treat him?
And from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma, Brandon Cawthorne, -6. This guy is an animal.
He can play Masters, but he decides to play with the young guns.
Hole 1, sponsored by Knockwood Park. A beautiful course, top 5 rated in the state. One of my favorites to play. Go check him out.
Hole number 1 here at Clapp West is going to kick off with a 410-foot tunnel shot. First hardest hole out here. It's .58 over par. You got a double mando right out of the chute. It's really tough to warm up with. This is a fantastic starting hole.
Very hard birdie to get. Yeah, you just essentially want to take your 3 and go on to the next one. We got Elijah up first. Leaks it right. It looks like he made the mando, though. We'll see on his next shot. Jonathan throwing the forehand. Leaks it a little bit left. Gets through the trees. He'll have a up and down.
Jordan Shafer. Watch how smooth this forehand is. It's so nice. Just easy, smooth, just crushes it down the middle. This is the way you're supposed to play this hole. Unfortunately, it just kept climbing, hit a little tree.
Bruce Esquivel up here. Just going to throw the same shot we all do up the middle. Hopefully not hit a tree. Kicks down. He's in the center. He shouldn't have any problem missing the mandos.
Brandon's choosing to go forehand. It's a tough shot. The low ceiling is just always there. You got to make that double mando. Brandon smashes this shot. Got that nice little turn to it. Coming out at the end. Gets it down there into the middle of the fairway. Gets it close to the circle's edge.
We got Elijah on his upshot. He did make the mando, so he's got this wide open hyzer gap down here and puts it up there. He'd like to be a little closer, but he'll have a look for 3.
This San Diego native now, new native from Emporia, puts his flick just a little high, catches the trees again. He'll get to do it again.
Yeah, not how you want to start your round. From there, you just want to be a little bit closer to that so you can move on to the next hole. Jordan, just every time he throws his forehand upshot, I think it's going in. He puts it right there. Nice little tap in.
Jonathan Fletcher throws backhand through the gap, lays it up, takes his easy 3. He's going to go on to the next hole.
Here we go. Birdie look on the card. Left it a little bit short. Pretty much, you just get a little bit more than halfway up the fairway. It should be an easy par. We got a bogey look for Bruce here. Ooh, left it high, hits that band.
Starts with a double. That's a tough start. Tough hole to begin with.
Elijah off the band too, leaving a little bit high. Tough starting hole here.
It's a good looking putt. A little bit left, got it to stick. You got cleanups going on hole 1 here. We'll have 2 or 3 people just tapping out. fun fact on hole number 1, there were a total of 4 birdies on this throughout the tournament. We got Dylan Spellman, Dylan Nimrod, Joe Hagan, and Judah Ramey are all only birdies here.
What birdies to get? It's you step up to that hole and you don't expect to get that birdie in.
Hole 2. On paper, it looks like it's an easy golf hole. You're going uphill about 8 to 10 feet through the gap. A lot of guys choose to throw that hyzer. Par 3, 336. 5th hardest hole on the course, .03 over par. Jonathan Fletcher choosing to throw the gap shot, gets it a little too high, ends up in that first tree. Those hedge apple trees just eat it up.
We got Jordan Shafer throwing that backhand line, keeping it low enough, getting through. Let's see if we can get some skip. Oh, it's leaked a little bit wide.
Stands up a little bit. He's out to the right.
Have a tree in the way, but should be an easy up and down. Cawthorne throwing that low shot again.
Skips off the sidewalk. That sidewalk crosses the middle of that fairway. That's a great lucky shot there, man. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Elijah trying to save face after that bogey to start the hole. Throws a really nice tee shot. Skips up there. A little bit outside the circle, but he should have a solid look for 2.
Here's our former Emporian, and he hits that tree solid, rolls back down the hill just a little bit.
I'm surprised we saw the low hyzers and not the high ones there. Bruce here trying to get his upshot there somewhere close so he can tap in and get out of here. Does just that.
Puts it right next to the pins. Going to save a par there.
Jonathan coming up. Another easy upshot. You just want to be right inside these trees.
Skips it off the dirt. Goes a little bit long. Should be easy. Should be an easy 3 for Jonathan.
Jordan with a little long look for 2. Doesn't look like he's playing around with that. Just get his 3 and get out.
Cawthorne. Birdie putt. Just a little bit short left. Good stroke.
It's a little bit tougher for 2 to get. It looks like it's right in front of you. Who got Elijah first, too? Let's see what he can do. Puts it up. Ooh, just a little bit short. Skipped off that rim. Here we go, Jonathan, to save par. Nicely done.
It's a good little stroke.
Having trouble picking up that mini.
Brandon Cawthorne cleaning things up.
Just some tap outs here coming up. No bogeys on the hole. No birdies. Got the pars, but it's a little tough tee shot. It's a little bit more demanding than it looks. Par's not bad.
Hole 3, sponsored by Dr. Christie's Disc Dies. Fresh dies, unique dies, genuine human being, die happy.
Hole 3, 411 feet, par 3. Designed it to play around left to right of these holes. Some of your stronger arms can go over the top of the trees on the right. The basket sits on a precarious little hill there when you're putting. Can be tough, can score a little tough from the putting. Our strong flicks like Jonathan Fletcher here are going to put it out there left of that tree, try and bring it in and get a putt at it. And he did exactly that. He's down the hill down there. He's going to have about a 12-foot uphill putt. Distance-wise is about 35 feet.
Another forehand from Shafer coming up. It's a little bit further than 411 with that forehand. You got to give it a good move to get around that tree and up there. Shafer does just that. Looks like he's right around circle's edge. Cawthorne again with the forehand. If you got that big forehand, that's all you're doing. There's no really danger. That sidewalk's not out of bounds left, so just put it out there, and he just does just that. It's by the basket.
This is Elijah Bickel. He's going to throw that backhand, left to right shot. Pulls it a little bit tight. Caught a little bit of a tree. Ends up in that little bit of forest over there. Same shot with Bruce Esquivel. And, Bruce turns it pretty hard.
Looks like he's trying to throw the flex line over that tree, and he got it. He's going to have a really good look.
Really good shot. Really nice long shot.
Tough up shot here. Low ceiling through there. Just hit that gap, and hopefully it stops.
About 26 feet. Somewhere in there. Putting way downhill. I was wrong. It's longer than 35-foot putt. He turned it a little more than I thought he did. Left it out a little bit left out of his hand.
He should be able to clean that up. Here comes a birdie putt from Cawthorne. Puts it up there. Ooh,
right off the top of that. Trying to save par. This is Elijah trying to save par. And, sails it a little bit. That's where that wind comes into play and the little bit of a hill that it's on.
Yes, you do not want to whiff this because it will roll downhill. Jordan
Great
Shafer,
birdie.
What a birdie to get. That forehand, that's a big shot. Elijah trying to get his bogey here. Puts it in. He can move to the next hole. Forget about it. Another big forehand play. Oh, no, I forgot. That was his par. He left it short. He threw that backhand.
Excellent birdie putt. Over the top. That's exactly how you play this hole from right hand if you have that kind of power. Throw that flex line over the top and land it close. Great birdie for Esquivel. Brandon Cawthorne cleaning up. We're going to head to hole 4 now. Oh, I was wrong. Real deal here. Esquivel flexing a shot over the top of the trees. Coming in. Plenty of power to clear all of those trees. Lands short of the basket. Gets a little skip. Stays within 10 feet.
That's a beautiful shot to watch.
Well, that is the real deal.
Hole 4, sponsored by ADO Sports. Scan the QR code. Use code Discin Deals to save on your next pair. Support companies within disc golf.
Hole 4. Not the longest hole on the course. 5th easiest. 0.37 under par. You got a tunnel shot. Goes through these majestic trees here at Clapp West. This is a former ball golf course, so these trees would come into play for both ball and disc golf. Then you come to this surrounded green. It's guarded by these older trees here, and on the backside of the hole, you have a creek that goes right there. Yeah, at 295, these guys have plenty of power to throw putters or backhands. Jordan's choosing to throw a backhand here. Left it a little bit low.
Bruce up here trying to hit that gap up the middle. Get a little skip. Got off the tree. Nice. He'll like the way he's looking there.
Jonathan Fletcher. Backhand shot. Looks like a mid-range coming down there. Got a little bit of skip off that. Unfortunately, gets caught up by one of those guardian
He'll
trees.
still have a look for his birdie, though. Got Cawthorne coming up. Throwing that backhand. Low. It's got to be a low laser beam. Get up there. Just don't hope it gets too much ground action. Hits Velcro. Parked.
Elijah's coming up. He's throwing a backhand through the gap. If it gets a nice little bounce off of that dirt, it goes right to the hole. That's a beautiful shot.
I love that birdie after the last couple holes. Jordan with that little up shot.
Piece of cake. Puts it close. Puts it on the pole. Walk away with your 3.
Here, that look for 2. See if he can get one to fall for him.
That's a great putt. Looks like
center.
about 36 feet. Fantastic putt. Got to feel good about that.
Bruce trying to tap in his birdie. Does. What a great drive.
Cawthorne's Park.
Another great drive. It's not too hard of the hole. It's just a demanding off the tee, trying to throw it low and flat, and then you want to get some good ground play. We got some tap-ins for par.
And that creek does come into play at the back end.
And then Elijah was for birdie, and here is the real deal. Look at this. Beautiful shot. Missing the trees. Hits that ground, gives him a nice skip, and then boom, gets to the Velcro. Just stops there. Don't hit your head when you get that.
Progress doesn't stand still. Neither do we. Every moment matters, every step evolving through experience. Trust breeds confidence, and confidence is everything. Any terrain, any conditions. The all-new Syncrasy V2 by ADO Sports.
The Innova Rolo, the disc made for rolling. 4. The Rolo, making rollers fun.
Number 5, longest hole on the golf course, the second hardest, .23 over par. You have to play a shot to a shot to a shot on this hole. It's fantastic. You got cut through these trees. Green is perched up on the back end of a hill back here, so you have a tricky little putt coming in. As you can see, the staff here cleaned up the golf course, cleaned up the canopies, and Bruce Esquivel is going to tee off, throwing down the middle, turning it a little bit left to right, making that gap, making this hole look pretty easy. If he didn't turn it too much and he's not in those cedars, he's going to be tucked in behind that cedar, not too bad.
Jonathan Fletcher coming up, ripping one a little high, got a little turn on it. There's a few places you can land that you think is good, but you have no approach to the basket. He looks like he did just fine and landed prime time position.
Brandon Cawthorne throwing backhand here, trying to crush it way down the fairway, turn it a little bit right. You want to get down there because there is a gap to the second shot to the green to get a great approach at this. It's a tough one. You've got to turn it. You've got to throw it out there about 440 to get it straight like that. Let's see if Elijah Bickel can do it.
It's a really tough hole to get that birdie. You have to. It's a demanding tee shot, long and land in a good spot. He stays out left. He should have some sort of little approach to the basket. We got Jordan Shafer coming up here with his forehand, probably just a placement shot up there over to the right. Looks like it's tracking nicely. He should be just fine. There's a specific gap right there you want to hit.
And Bruce missed the gap to the right, so he has to go up over the trees on a backhand turnover shot. And if he does it properly, he has the power to get down there and take a look at it. Now, those trees are going to play in his way just a little bit. It's going to be a tough birdie putt.
Jordan Shafer with a forehand up here. Hits this low gap. Not much ground play on this. Oh, got a little bit more ground play than I thought. He'll have a look for 3.
Jonathan's throwing a nice little backhand. He's going to go straight at it. Hopefully it flips up just a little bit and gets to stick up there by this basket. It's kind of an elevated tee. It's tough to get to this one.
Looks like he has a putt for birdie, though. We got Cawthorne, really great forehand, throwing it up there. Let's see if it levels and gets that skip. Leaves it a little deep. He may have an obstructed look. Not sure. We'll see what he has. Elijah coming up. Like I said, he's got those trees. He's got to go up and over. If you keep it on hyzer, it's hard to get to the basket thrown up and over. He did. He left it a little bit short and left into those trees he'll have to deal with. It's not an easy putt out of there. As you can see where Bruce is, he's having to go from a knee, just lay it up, get to the side of the hill, move on.
Elijah's second shot ended up in those trees.
Gave it a little run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good effort. And here's Cawthorne for his birdie. Oh, it didn't stick. That was a pretty good stroke. Let's take another look at it. Hit in the middle of the change. Just decided
no deal.
That is a no deal.
Here we go. Another chance for birdie here. Again, the 3 is a hard to get. And unfortunately, that's not like him. We get a little whiff there. We got Jordan for his birdie. Very nice. There's a birdie on the card. Fun fact, there was only 5 birdies on the day on this hole. You just saw one of them. Bennett Domeland, TJ Reel, Logan Harple, and Micah Tatro.
Hole 6, sponsored by Ducks Flying Discs, supporting local disc golf since 2013.
Hole number 6 here at the west side of Clapp is a hole that was inspired by a trip that I took to Japan to play in the 2014 Japan Open. I feel like this is the best green on the entire golf course. It has undulations around it. It's a close enough hole at 288 where you should birdie it, but it's tough with that green.
Jordan with his strong forehand, just throwing it out there. It should be a nice little hyzer shot and come in easy. He's going to leave it a little bit long, but he has a good uphill putt for it. If you land anywhere, you want to be long. Bruce Esquivel throwing the little flex shot around the right side. There's the other play. You just got to miss one tree, and he does just that. And it's gonna have a nice little birdie putt.
Jonathan will be coming in at this at backhand, and this is a good play as long as you can get it to stop. Coming up coming up short of this basket leaves you with a downhill putt every time, and you can see he landed up at the top of that hill. If you miss that putt, it's going to be way down the hill. Brandon Cawthorne's throwing the flick outside the left side of that cedar tree. That's right in the middle of the fairway. Coming in tight, looking pretty good, and gets it to stick. What a great shot.
That was pretty close. Looked like he had a chance to dunk it. Elijah coming up, throwing that backhand, leaves it a little low, fast enough to get around, just get some ground play, and he doesn't. He's not gonna like that putt. It's a death putt. Here he is. We see that there. Tries to give it a good bid, but I'm sure it's just his body said layup.
What a smart play. Jordan Shafer from down the hill puts in about a 33-footer. What a great putt. If you're going to be anywhere on this hole, you want to be long and maybe to the right a little bit. You're putting uphill. Here's Jonathan Fletcher putting down the hill. Doesn't show the amount of downhill it is. He leaves it a little bit high, hits the band. Bruce Esquivel, great putt up the hill, just inside circle. He threw just a touch long. Brandon Cawthorne also down the hill makes the putt look easy. You know, those putts are so much easier than putting down the hill, because if you miss those downhill putts, you're going to go 30 feet long or more. And cleaning up by Elijah Bickel.
Hole 7, sponsored by Double Par Designs. If you've been to a Tyson Jones event, you've seen her work. Stop by the website today.
Hole number 7. This hole has changed dramatically over the time, but the one thing that's held in place is that it's basically kicking a field goal from the tee box. It's 342 feet. It's the 8th hardest hole. It's .08 over par. You get past that field goal, you get down to this green, and it drops dramatically after the hole. Then there's the creek. Jordan Shafer takes the flick route, throwing it up over the trees. Might have caught a little bit of tree. Lands out there just to the left of the basket.
Bruce Esquivel probably trying to throw as straight a shot that he can. Little flex shot up the middle, just hit that gap. It should filter through. Leaves it clean. A little bit short, but he'll have a really nice putt for birdie.
Brandon Cawthorne's looking at throwing a big hyzer over the top, which a lot of the stronger arms do here in Wichita when they come up to this green, because it takes a lot of this out of play. He's trying to get it to settle down. He leaves it a little bit short. This is an old ball golf green. There's a lot of sand up there, so it lands nicely. And then Jonathan Fletcher saw that play, decided to go the same route. Might have got it out long enough and wide enough to get it close. He comes in, lands just a little bit, maybe about 10 feet short of the pin. Looking fantastic. What a great shot.
Looks like Elijah's going for that straight shot here. Throws it up the middle. A little bit high. Stays on hyzer. Got through it, though. It'll be over there to the left, not out of bounds. He'll have a long look. Looks like that wind picked up. Jordan's trying to throw this up shot. It's a little tough. It's Velcro. There's a creek behind it. He puts it right by the basket.
Elijah for his birdie. Here's the putt. From downtown. Leaves it a little bit short. It's going to stay right there for par. Cawthorne's also got that same birdie putt. Gives it a good bid. Leaves it a little bit short because that creek comes into play really fast.
It does come into play a little bit more than you expect. Bruce, what a great birdie. He left it a little short, but solid putt. And then the best drive of the group, Jonathan Fletcher. Essentially a tap in for him as everyone else taps out. We'll see you over on the next hole.
Another real deal. This is a great shot by that guy from Nebraska. Jonathan takes it out over the top of these trees. Those trees are probably 30 plus feet high all the way around, so you have to have some pretty strong power to get it to do this, and just drops it right at the basket. 10 feet. What a real deal.
Proven that the hyzer is the strong play.
Number 8. This hole started as a transition to another hole, but it has become a lot of people's favorites. It's the 6th easiest hole out there, .27. A sidewalk on the right goes out of bounds. There's a creek right in front of you, and low ceiling all the way to the basket. Real birdie opportunity for these pros.
Fairly easy to get over to that OB sidewalk over the right. Let's see if any of them bring that into play. A little up the middle, keeps it low.
Bruce puts it right there.
Yep. Pretty much you just want to throw it low and straight at the basket. Another great shot. Gave it a chance to draw a medal. Leaves it a little long, but it should be a cleanup for him. Jordan showing us that forehand line out in the right. Got to hit a certain patch to get a skip, and he missed it. It just velcroed.
Brandon Cawthorne stepping up. He's got that tunnel vision looking at it right in front of him. He's going to throw that backhand, and it unfortunately he throws it a little bit low, and it lands in the Velcro.
Then we got Elijah stepping up, probably licking his chops here. He just threw a pretty good straight shot. Let's see what he can do here. Going to put it up. Leaves it a little bit low. Gets a little ground play, but he's pretty short. He'll have a look for 2.
Upshot on a flick from Mr. Cawthorne. Looks pretty good. Leaves it right there. It's going to be an easy 3 for him.
Yeah, that's what you want to do here. If you don't have a look for 2, just put it by the basket.
Right off the top of the
It's
basket.
A little run. It was a little bit shorter than I thought. Here we go with Jordan. Circles edge putt.
Left it short. Face masked it. Bruce for his birdie.
I have a good feeling about this one. Look at him. He's focused.
And right in the heart.
Strikes
Great
the
putt.
ball.
Jonathan for back-to-backs. Misses to the left.
Very uncharacteristic. Did not see that in the poker hand.
Great comeback putt by Elijah Bickel to save his par. These guys are going to clean up, and they're going to come to a tunnel shot that's pretty solid hole. A lot of people like it here. Some people don't.
It's a pretty tough hole. It's actually original to the course that we had out here the first go around.
As we head over to hole 9, par 3, 344, third hardest hole on the course, 0.06 above par for all of the players throughout the tournament. This is a difficult hole because you have to go significantly uphill through a tunnel. A lot of players will play skip shots or even forehand rollers to try and get to this hole. Let's take a look at how the pros do.
Very tough, too, to get. We got Bruce coming up. Pretty much just the only shot is throw up the middle, give it a little high, but not too high. Hit something, falls down. Jonathan here, throwing up. Leaves a little wide. It's a specific shot you have to throw. If you don't hit it.
Pretty nose up on that one. Jordan Shafer throwing that flick. He's so powerful. Rips it over a little bit. Ends up outside the trees. That's really not a bad place to be to come in and get your par. Another forehand. This one's Brandon Cawthorne. He's got it. He turns it over just a touch. Hits a tree. He'll be close to the fairway. Should be able to save a 3.
Elijah
Bickel.
that backhand up the middle.
Yeah, he smashes that.
Very nice.
Carries it a little bit long. Hits some dirt. He's going to be out there about just about pin high, but out to the right.
Jonathan Fletcher throwing around the outside. Just a hyzer shot. You got to get around this tree. Puts it up there. He should have a good par putt.
Little flick by Brandon Cawthorne trying to save his par. And he carries it around the tree. It should be really nice. Easy par for him. Jordan, nice little upshot. Leaves it right onto the pin. No problem with par there.
We got Bruce trying to give it a good run for 2, it looks like. And
Left it out a little.
but left it a little short. Easy tap in for
Our
par.
only real birdie look right here is Elijah Bickel. Puts a good stroke on it, knocks it down. Great putt, Elijah.
Great putt. As we tap out here, let's see. Jonathan from about 20 feet or so, it looks like. Stripes
Nice
it.
par save. Great
And I
par
think
save.
everything else is coming at us tap outs as we're tapping out. Fact for this hole, there was only 10 birdies on the day.
It's a pretty difficult hole.
Great birdie to get, Elijah.
So we're wrapping up the front 9 at the Keeper of the Chains round 2. We'll see you again on the second round, back 9. Looks like at this point, TJ Reel, Logan Harpool, Jordan Shafer, and Jonathan Fletcher are all tied up at -10. Don't forget to subscribe to Discin Deals coverage on YouTube. Fantastic place to see local and regional disc golf.